And it is final here, everybody. The grand finals of the 70-star League Division 2. BlueBob versus JJsrl, first seed versus second seed. And I am here with Yale. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, D?
Perfect. This is quite the exciting matchup because both of these guys have been pretty dominating throughout the league. Like, I don't know, just
Yeah.
overall playing super well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this match. Hopefully, if both players can play well, it'll be a close one.
Insane. Like, I think BlueBob definitely maybe a little bit above JJ when it comes to like movement and all that. But JJ with the strong consistency, I feel like, been doing super well.
Yeah, JJ, the sunshine god. You know.
As well. Yeah. I actually don't know if okay, they did drop matches because BlueBob was actually really high up in the regular season, and in the bracket they also didn't really drop a match yet,
wow.
a race.
Yeah, they both swept. Wow, they both swept their semifinals. God damn.
Pretty much. And off we go. Oh, dude.
Alright.
But yeah, after all these weeks, it's finally coming to an end in this best of 3.
Yours truly, Princess.
Both playing on English version, saving those free seconds compared to Japanese. I don't know, what is it, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds?
Yeah, something like that. I always say 2 or 3 seconds as well. Should be about right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot. Like, we used to think it's only 1 second, and that's like nothing. But another good thing is you don't have any sound glitch, so if you do happen to go for SSL secrets, so you do double pillars, like, you don't have the risk of sound glitching.
Yeah, I've never done double plus, but I can imagine that it's nice to have that comfy version difference.
Oh, for sure. Well, let's see. Just get on the way. Both with the same setup, sorta.
JJ rubbing the wall a little bit, but getting in the door.
Ooh, the missed input though, just diving. I don't know if he's able to come back from that.
It's
Deficit
over.
too big.
It's over.
Pretty much.
It's really cool to see like just how much time you can lose though from little movement mistakes like that.
Oh, for sure. I don't remember which match that was, but I was watching one where... Oh, first of all, bomb clip, very nice. But yeah, you can like make big mistakes, and then when your opponent just plays overall more fast over time, it adds up so much.
It's actually insane.
Exactly.
And that's one of my favorite things about races, is that I love races that are like really close neck and neck, just so you can see like the slight differences.
Exactly. Now BlueBob missed a dive input for the rollout. The law of dust, and now JJ is pretty much tied out again.
Yeah.
Small stuff like that is... you don't see that every time where you can see the exact difference.
Okay, now an interesting little difference between their slides is that JJ kind of went a little bit to the left rather than just straight up with the long jumps. And you can kind of see that. And I don't know if that makes a huge difference, but I would imagine it makes a little bit of a difference.
I think you definitely lose time in the beginning over just going straight.
Right.
Like, having to go to the left is probably kills a little bit of speed.
Right.
But still got a 0.7, which is not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Which is bad though is Womps. The most reset heavy stage in this entire game in every category. Maybe not 0 and 1 star, but every other category.
Yeah, Womps is not very fun. It's fun when it's going well, but that's not often.
For sure. Apple getting the hardest out of the way first, in my opinion, Womps 100, as JJ manages to get that Alice. Nice.
Yeah, JJ didn't go for a fence clip or anything, but he still had a really nice Alice. Wow, BlueBob made that cycle no problem.
Ooh, but misses the walkie there. Slightly bad angle. And he grabbed that blue coin, that's really nice, just barely.
Yeah, that was well done.
And yeah, now we see JJ going for the coin ring first, where BlueBob grabbed the 5 coins in the beginning, so that just makes the cycle a little bit easier, not going for the 5 coins before the coin ring.
Definitely.
But yeah, since BlueBob made it, he actually saved a little bit of time over JJ.
Yeah, he only had to grab one line of 5 at the end, I think. How much time does that cycle save over?
JJ with the blue coin.
That orange.
I think it's around 2 or 3 seconds, but don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure.
Sounds about right.
Since most of what you save is just the way to the start, it's a little bit shorter.
Right. Alright. JJ needing every coin, missing one. But good back up.
Missing. Let's grabbing the cage. Quite the adventurous worms for both, like small mistakes everywhere.
Okay, so JJ is actually in the lead.
Just because of that Alice mistake.
Yep. Yeah,
Especially ledge
BlueBob.
grabbing is bad. You can't really back it up at all. You just fall down and take that fall damage.
Yeah, that's like the only way I mess it up too, is by ledge grabbing.
Oh, you never like backslide, for example?
I do sometimes, but most of the time it's just ledge grabbing. Oh, here we go, another example.
Oh, that bro misses it. Yeah. I was gonna say he's actually coming back already, but misses cannonless, and let's see what he's gonna do. I don't know. I would opt for just doing the regular setup instead now.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for it twice in a row. If it was like a run, I would, but since it's a race, I would definitely not go for it twice.
Yeah, even going for the once, I feel like is really, really risky. So, I don't know. It feels random at times. So I just can't get it.
For some reason, oh no, he's going for it. Let's see. Taking his time.
No, again. That's exactly why full setup is so much better. Just grabbing the ledge, taking like I don't know 1 or 2 seconds, and he's going for it again. It's not the best decision.
He's not gonna get beaten by it. There he goes.
That's tough though. I feel like the coins or the last coin kind of helps with the setup as well, but
Definitely.
he still got it.
The coins are a great reference for that trick. Or the setup, I guess.
But yeah, no, JJ with a pretty comfy lead already. Just by those countless mistakes. Nice backup.
That was a nice backup.
Also bonk.
One thing that's so hard about this game, especially in races, is once you make one mistake, it's not letting it snowball into every star. Because once you make one mistake, it's so easy to just like kind of give up almost. And not necessarily give up, but just not try as hard. I mean, compared to like being on like PB pace or something.
Okay, JJ going on. Yeah, that's definitely true. And it's important for races, especially if they're quite important, like I don't know, also doing runs before kind of kills the energy, so like being able to bounce back and giving it all is really, really important for races.
Yeah, and that's something that's so difficult to do. It's so difficult to have like a really bad mistake or a mistake that you like never make and then bounce back and not continue to make mistakes.
But yeah, just everything. This game is letting it all out on BlueBob right now. Every little thing goes wrong.
It's okay. BlueBob, I know he'll recover. I have faith.
And yeah, pretty much. If it's like only this race, that would be perfect, kind of. Even if JJ takes this now, he could still try to come back and take the reverse sweep. But this is the best of 3.
Right. But he's not too far behind, and he's only 1 stage in. Let's see.
I'm gonna say another 0.6 from BlueBob, maybe?
I don't know. Wasn't the
best.
That
bounce wasn't the best.
Yeah, he landed kind of short. But I would take a 1.8 every day.
Now flying. JJ, not having the cleanest arcs, you can go a little bit faster, but he didn't miss any red coins, so I think it's worth it. Like, not going too fast, so just making sure to grab every single red.
Yeah, that was... I don't fault JJ for the way he did that whatsoever. Definitely not the fastest, but...
Oh yeah, I don't wanna... I go super safe in races as well. I don't wanna make it sound like it's easy to go fast, because flying is actually extremely hard.
Yeah, flying is super difficult in this game.
And it's one of those things that you don't practice too much as well, because you don't do it that often. Yeah, into Dark World. first. Quite the scary stage. Just you can die anywhere and loses so much time just dying in general.
JJ not getting a speed kick. He could still get Shake Cycle here though, pretty easily.
Just gonna have to movement from now on.
He's gonna have to. Yeah, he can't make any mistakes. But he's not going.
But going for poverty normal cycle instead. I think he still could have gotten Chick if he went for the 5th red that he grabbed now. First.
Yeah, I usually go for poverty shig movement, but then if I make a little movement mistake or if I miss one of the cycles at the beginning, I go for the normal shig.
Oh my god, JJ, no, that's such a late death. I'm not sure what happened. I think he just missed the platform on ground pound at midair, and just like that, BlueBob, a huge lead now.
Oh no. Yeah, Dark World is not a stage you want to die on, that's for sure. Oh, that stinks.
And BlueBob also had a really good Dark World as well. Man. Yeah, it's like when you go down after the 7th red, sometimes you just don't land on that tiny space, and then when you try to long jump, you instead do a ground pound and then just kind of die. That's what I assume would happen. Unfortunate. Like right after this, when you don't fully touch the little, I don't know, ground, that little bit of ground.
Yeah, that little ledge.
Doesn't die the second time though, got the star. So
Well
pretty
done.
much safe.
Man, that really stinks.
Especially because the run was actually going quite well for JJ as well, thus far.
Yeah, like he's still gonna get like a low 11, which with a late death in Dark World is not bad.
I don't know, BlueBob. Very nice movement as well, getting that sky jump down. You can do the star before before Dark World, so like right in the beginning, but that means you gotta do it without the wing cap, which is a lot harder, called an on top. So not doing that in races, it's like too risky.
Yeah. Yeah, if someone pulled that out in the race, they'd be nuts.
I think there were actually a few people who did it, but yeah. And when it's grand finals, you just kind of want to save. After all, it's only like 5 or 6 seconds, I believe, so it's not the biggest time save.
Yeah, it actually takes longer to get the star than it takes longer to get the star without the wing cap than with the wing cap, but you end up saving a lot of time because you don't have to re-enter the stage twice. So all the time saved is just from castle movement.
It's kind of insane. Just
Yeah, it's
a
pretty...
little bit of castle movement.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it saves that much time, but it really does.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure they both do CCM17. I don't really think that BlueBob is gonna do it, but true about JJ.
Yeah, BlueBob 17 or BlueBob 17.
Both runners going for BlueBob 17.
Yeah, new route. CCM 17 is actually somewhat safer in races because the 100 coin, you're not racing the penguin at the same time, so if you miss coins on the slide, you can just get them outside and be okay.
Exactly. As long as you're safe on pillars, right? And
but if they want to
do it twice,
yeah, if they want to do CCM 17 and do HMC late, then they're gonna have to do double plus, which means that they'll have to do secrets.
And yeah, here we go. JJ actually doing CCM 18, so he's gonna race the penguin, and BlueBob is probably gonna do double pillars. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Plus, is a really hard trick.
Yeah, it can be somewhat easy if you go for the standard plus, but if you're going for Tama plus or something like that, then it becomes exponentially tougher. And I'm not sure which plus Bob goes for.
I mean, interesting to see as well. I don't think he's been like actively playing outside of like races.
Right.
So, but I definitely think he could be the kind of guy to go for a double Tama plus.
Wow, they both do that Mario cam for Penguin, saving the frames.
But we're gonna see a little bit of a rod conversion then. After SSL, hopefully, it's gonna be the same star count again. Unless BlueBob decides to do some on-the-go routing, which can happen. If you're not feeling comfortable with double parallels and then everything just goes wrong, you can decide on doing other stars instead.
Yeah, a lot of times if Plus is going bad for someone, they'll just do HMC early, or I know Alaris likes to do LLO 100 and still do HMC late.
What? That's the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah, it's a meme. It's a pretty good one though.
Good meme, Alaris.
And then you don't have to do lava boost, so it's a win-win. Good meme, no lava boost.
Alright, we did see the penguin actually falling off in a race before. That is really rare though, but it can happen. And of course you gotta try to get every single one as well.
Yeah, that's super rare, but
All
it can happen.
Should be safe now though, there's only one spot where it can happen and JJ already passed that.
Oh really? I don't even know where it happens. How does
it's right after the secret tunnel where the 5 coins are. Like that's where the penguin usually falls off.
Oh,
or always,
really?
I think. Yeah. You can sometimes see him falling off if you're really close to him.
How that lag, dude, Scott, Jesus.
Yeah, every time I see him do that, it's like, that's so weird.
I used to do that on MU, but then when I switched to N64, I would eat lag like it was crazy, so I wasn't trying to do that anymore.
It's one of those things that maybe JJ doesn't feel like updating yet because there's more important stuff to spend time on, but at the same time I feel like it's also a really, really small like update you have to do.
And it's such an easy update. It's just,
yeah, exactly.
Let's just use a different camera angle, but nonetheless, JJ is a
Didn't fall off, yeah. So it's all good.
I'm not gonna question his methods.
As long as he doesn't die again.
BlueBob getting the punch grab. What a nut.
So slightly smaller, slower maps. Like Japanese maps is a bit faster than US maps. Might mess up someone's timing, but BlueBob's good. Now the first plus attempt. Let's see, Big Bomb looking good, getting the most speed.
He's doing like immediate.
Yeah, not going for Tama plus, but that was still super beautiful. A little bit rough on the ending, but got the first one.
Oh boy, and secrets.
Going for secrets right away, so I would say pretty much confirming he's gonna do the second one as well. What I like to do is go for the other one first, so in case I decide to not do double pillars anymore, I just didn't lose time by doing a longer star. Since secrets takes a lot longer.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. But BlueBob is showing how confident he is.
So let's see if he can grab that big bomb again. So the medium bomb makes it a lot harder and gets it again. Most speed you can get.
No!
The double jump input.
No!
Slightly too late. Yeah, one of the biggest triggers actually. Let's see, he still has to get it, and JJ is making his way to SSL now.
So I think they're actually
a little bit.
So I think they're synced because BlueBob did secrets already. So that makes up for the star difference. So, or at least the routes are synced. I mean, the routes are converged at this point.
Yeah, it's still quite the lead, I was about to say.
Yeah.
The one pillar is ahead, but it's a lot closer now, even after such a massive death in Dark World.
Yeah. Yeah, messing up in Dark World is... It's such a huge time loss, especially after you spawn the star. And it's such a trigger as well.
So many triggers, like left and right. But JJ also getting Blue Bomb. Recovering really well and gets that as well. Goes safe on the end. No ground punch skip there. But makes it in.
Well done.
Very nice.
Yeah, I go comfy on the end too. I don't mess around.
I mean, it can easily happen. Maybe that's just something that stresses you out, and then you suddenly miss that double jump input like BlueBob. Like, you have to worry about so much if you try to go for that ground punch skip. JJ
so far doesn't seem like that Dark World mistake affected his gameplay too much. He seems to have been playing well since then. which is honestly very impressive in and of itself. Like,
Oh, for sure.
it's a trigger to make a mistake like that.
Yeah, I think that's also what kind of gave him the advantage over other opponents, for example, like being able to just let mistakes fly.
Right.
Making its way to grands.
That is so important in races. It's ridiculous. Just not letting mistakes build and build. But BlueBob getting a nice quick bully kill.
Yeah, I feel like that is something that's really underrated, since in regular runs you can just, oh yeah, made a mistake, reset, try again.
Right.
And then in races you just gotta stick to it, and no matter what happens, you just gotta keep going.
Right. And keep trying as if you're on PB pace, which is so difficult to do after making a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah, sort of already knowing, oh, the run is bad, I already don't want to continue. Nice backflip from BlueBob, but doesn't get the kills and gets bullied as well.
See, I like the ground pound strat there, but god, backflipping is so common when you go for that strat. And as you can
Something
see,
that I started doing, I think, that is really good. You can just do a delayed ground pound instead, like jump for a little longer and then ground pound before you hit the ground.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, that actually works quite well, I think.
Do you still want to like ground pound as low to the ground as you can, or?
Pretty much. You already push the bullies with a single jump, but just to make sure you get every single bully, you can ground pound a little later.
Oh, I see.
So you just have a little bit more air, pretty much.
I'll have to check that out. I also play on Hori, so I've thought about just like spamming both Z buttons when I go for the ground pound. So even if I do backflip at a ground pound immediately.
That's pretty smart as well. I never really thought about using both Z buttons on the Hori at all.
Oh yeah, I do that a lot when I'm trying to go for a quick ground pound. Like I like the end of HMC 100, for example. You have to like break the box to get the 100 points there. But anyway.
Yeah, actually BlueBob got a really nice lava boost. No issue at all.
Yeah, looking really good.
I feel like Leaf Lava Land in general might be one of the more easier stages once you get Lava Boost out of the way. If you do Pro Boost, I think the other strat that BlueBob did is quite comfy. Yeah, overall, an easier stage, I think.
Definitely. Both in 70 and 120. It's relatively straightforward.
Exactly. And since, like, in 70 you only do, the difference is, like, doing Lava Boost and not doing 100 coins. Except for when you're Alaris, of course. I'm sorry, I can't let it go now.
You're welcome, Alaris. Sharing your cringe strat in front of 510 people.
Yeah, wait, though, this is, of course, going really well for both. Didn't see any mistakes yet, except for all those bullies, but that wasn't a big one. Yeah, just 1 star difference now. I'm not sure which star JJ has left. It feels like every single runner has a different starter in the Flower Lands League. Everyone goes somewhere else in the beginning and end.
Yeah, JJ just got done with Reds and now he's in Elevator Tour, which is interesting.
Ooh, gets burned. It's also quite the trigger, because now you're gonna ledge grab here as well, because the spacing is messed up.
But at least he doesn't have to grab any extra coins. He has enough health just for 1 boost.
Still gotta be careful though. Looking good. Ooh, missing the star.
Alright. He's in there. BlueBob gonna be opening some chests. Pretty easy star. The ending is definitely... Well, the star isn't like difficult, but it's one of those stars where you can lose seconds and not even realize it.
Oh yeah, I think that's with swimming in general. If you have, as soon as you have to make any turns, you just because of turning wrong, you can lose quite some time. But then again, at least you can't make any like super big mistakes that easily. Swimming is definitely comfy as well, but also hard to optimize at the same time.
Yeah, I've seen people die on the star though, so...
Yeah.
I've seen people... they like
not expecting that in grants, I hope, but you never know.
That's so funny. They hit the wrong chest on accident and they get zapped. Like that last chest when you're swimming by it, I've seen someone accidentally hit it and get zapped and sucked into their chest.
And also missing the turn at the end can also happen, of course.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, JJ playing that super soon. Getting a bunch of lag, but he didn't die, so it's alright.
Yeah, but not bothering with fronts up at all. Didn't see that. If you fall down as well, it loses so much time and you get so much lag too. So might as well just take the backs up in races.
Yeah, and backs up is so comfy.
Yeah, just one more star left, and then I'm gonna go into Fire C. This one can also go wrong. So you wanna hit the first ring here. That's really, really important to not mess up that easily. And got it. Should be good. There we go. Because after the first 5 rings, the hitboxes are kinda wanky.
Yes. Very wanky. It's very frustrating. Oh man, JJ.
Just as frustrating as that, missing the back of the sub.
Yeah.
So much lag.
But it's actually a lot easier to miss that back fin. It's like it's pretty easy to overshoot it or undershoot it. Oh no, the worst first in the game.
Oh no, that's a cycle. Well, actually, at least might still be possible, but Lava Boost at least is pretty much done. Some good time that JJ can make up and also bonk for BlueBob.
Yeah, JJ can actually be ahead after this. Uh-oh. Yo, JJ going for the newer movement.
Looking really good for JJ.
I thought he was gonna freaking jump back onto the elevator. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, you got it though. The movement's looking really solid. I feel like the movement made Fire C a lot easier. So quite barely making that on that elevator.
Oh yeah, JJ isn't CSR. He didn't do...
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that as well. But BlueBob having so much issues, also missing normal cycle as well.
He missed normal cycle? No.
Yeah, I think he just fell down. Wow.
Oh no, JJ messing up the ending.
Oh, and a big boy jump into the star.
I think JJ just didn't go for Manta Ray. He's probably just gonna do that after this. Oh man. Fire C is one of those stages where if you mess up like the cycle, it's so difficult to not mess up the rest of it.
Yeah, it's like if you mess up early at least Lava Boost, I really like getting normal cycle good ending still. But if you can't get the good ending at all, like if you're in between, then it just gets messy, as you can see on the web screen.
Yeah, things just don't line up, and you just never practice it, so you're pretty much just like freestyling, and it almost never goes well.
Exactly, that's also one of those things you need to be ready for races, like knowing the backups for especially for cycles is really important.
Alright, so JJ has to go for rings, and then he'll be synced with BlueBob.
Just still a little bit in the lead, but JJ made up so much time now.
Yeah, that was not the best Fire C by BlueBob, unfortunately.
Coming all the way back from a death very late in Dark World. That's what you like to see.
Alright, now we're gonna see how well BlueBob can shake off that Fire C. Because it doesn't get any easier upstairs, that's for sure. He's got one of the most... He's got one of the most RNG heavy stars coming out.
With Drywall 100. But yeah, I feel like this is kind of where the run starts. You're like so used to the beginning and now upstairs, where you barely ever are in runs. Just so much hard movement as well. So let's see how both of these guys are gonna handle that. Starting up with Drywall 100. Both does, but still gets a double box break. Really, really nice.
Well done. JJ opting to go for elevator star first, looks like.
You're not bothering with the total jump, walk kick straight. I can say that as well. Super risky.
Yeah.
Easy fall down, so.
I'm not taking it safe here as well.
Oh. Falls down there, okay. At least lands on the elevator, so.
Oh. Don't bonk. Okay.
Okay. He's safe.
I hate that star, honestly. That's like my least favorite star in the entire stage. I mess up the wall kick so often.
Yeah, it's actually, it might be hard to see on screen, but it's quite laggy, like trying to get those wall kicks, so Gotta
Right.
get used to the timing and when to press A.
Yeah,
And
then
once you mess up, it's just everything, your whole flow is destroyed on that star.
yeah. Yeah, and once you like bonk and fall, it's so hard to not choke. The wall kicks
Pretty
make you
much.
back up.
Yeah.
Alright, JJ, wall kicking off the wall, nice and smooth. Oh, deciding to not go for that coin.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. That wasn't too far away, and you gotta get every single coin now, because if you miss more than one, then you need to get the backup box at the end, which isn't too bad. It's not much out of the way, but yeah, it's still a bit of time lost.
Right.
Looking good so far though. Now, I think what's probably the biggest RNG factor here still is the chucker at the end. The rest isn't too bad.
Right. Yeah, for the most part, the boxes don't really mess you up too much. You can generally deal with most of the RNG they give you, but the Chucky can definitely be bad.
Ooh, and JJ not throwing it inside. Okay, that was really generous RNG there.
Yeah, that was nice.
Nice. And good reaction as well.
BlueBob getting the triple jump strat. Triple jump wall kick strat. Saving the top of the world, or top of the town for last. I think that's what it's called.
This is still super close. Like, decent water out for both. Oh, and JJ as well, saving the top of the town for last.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe he just messed up, I'm sure. The camera was quite late, like the camera changed. Not going for the triple jump wall kick here on the star. You can see that. It's not that worth as on the elevator star as well.
Right.
That seems around 22-30 second lead for BlueBob. Not too bad, but that's nothing that cannot be destroyed in Tippy.
Oh wow, really interesting camera from JJ. That's pretty cool.
And it didn't seem like it lagged much at all as well.
No, it looked pretty sweet too. BlueBob missing the second secret. Good backup there.
Ooh, and gets a nice Mario Cam there as well. That's a big bomb. Oh, can he back this up? Does the triple jump? Alright, very nice backup.
Well done. Know your backups.
Ooh, I was gonna say JJ right behind him, but falls into the water, not getting the wall kick at all. Just gonna back up with the Mountain Star.
Oh, they looked like he was going for the clip.
Yeah, he was juking us out, but definitely looked like that was the mountain clip setup. I think BlueBob is going for it, unless he also decides to go. No, he's going for it, and he's going in, gets it as well. Nice long jump. Clean.
Yeah, that was well done.
Yeah, something that isn't as easy to avoid there is landing in the water. JJ not going over that wall.
Not holding A for long enough or something.
Now, after this star, he doesn't have any backup anymore because you only get 3 stars in THI.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever seen someone make that mistake. I mean, I've seen someone bonk on that before and not wall kick like the first time. Made a mistake, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone get the wall kick but then not wall kick high enough.
Yeah, not sure what you have to hold to mess it up that much, but it's super unlucky. Falling all the way back into the water.
Yeah. But I believe.
Believe in the comeback.
Yeah. Anything can happen in Tippy.
And yeah, third tries the charm. Looking like solid secrets for JJ this time.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's actually not even that far behind. Let's see. BlueBob enters at 23 seconds. We'll see when JJ enters.
It definitely didn't seem like he lost too much, but it's still kind of annoying landing in the water, especially twice.
Right.
Okay, BlueBob. Double edge grip there. But gets his first lock roll quick done. Just one more to go. And it was 23, right?
Yeah, 23 and 49.
So around 27 seconds. That's not too far behind at all.
No.
Wow, JJ went to the left so much, and okay, that's an interesting setup.
Yeah, I'm surprised that worked. No.
Enough height. Just falls down. Good thing he didn't go for any other stuff first, so he has still like every backup available
Right.
when falling down.
Taking it safe here.
Yeah, JJ is not catching a break at all, and BlueBob is just playing so solid, but goes for the side flip and misses the right coin, man. JJ not catching a break.
That was a good backup though.
I'm glad he didn't hold back when he was above the kind of gap between the mushroom and the walls. That would have been devastating. Just lying there. And BlueBob just almost moving perfectly. Speaking too soon. And again, JJ just kind of decided to go for the box star. Wow. Messing up Mountain Clip. It's not as much of a mistake as falling down on log wall kick, but yeah.
Still an annoying mistake. Yeah, TTM. It seems like when TTM starts to go badly, it just completely unravels. You start messing up Mountain Clip, and you start not getting a long wall kick. Wow, yeah, JJ does go very far left there.
That is such an awkward setup. But as long as it works, this time it worked and gets the low kick as well. Wow. A little bit of a Tony Hawk, but didn't fall down.
Skips the second wall kick.
JJ playing scary, dude. Ooh, BlueBob deciding to go for breezes here. Bonking though. Not the worst thing that can happen, so probably the best thing to mess up breezes with is to bonk before even getting the wall kick. And now BlueBob actually has a really good lead.
No.
And JJ falling down again. Same mistake. And now he doesn't have any good backup anymore. I wonder what he's gonna do for the last. He still has to get the lotus line. I was thinking he was gonna fall down, dude. Wow.
Me too. Oh my god.
Like sometimes when we're too low on the breeze, you can actually still fall down, even when the breeze catches you.
Yeah, you're not. It just doesn't have enough time to catch you. That's happened to me more times than I'd like to admit.
You're kind of same. It's just
Alright,
you're not ready for it sometimes. And slight tilt is coming out. I can see that, like messing up the same star so many times or the same tricks.
Especially since like this trick is so easy most times. Like this is such a straightforward trick. So when you mess it up, it's so annoying, and you're just like, why is this happening?
For sure. And now having so much trouble with the rest as well. Not bothering with lock walking anymore. But yeah, I can't get this triple jump. Finally got it.
Yeah, JJ's just trying to get out of the stage. Yeah, I don't blame him. Third easiest is not fun.
I wouldn't call it third easiest at all.
Yeah, that's not... I don't actually think it's the third easiest. I just know it's meme or whatever, but regardless.
There's so many rounds die in TDM.
Yeah, I would probably say it's the hardest stage upstairs for 70 stone.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna say in 120 as well, but there's actually a lot of stuff in upstairs in 120, so
yeah.
I don't really decide on what's the hardest, but in 70 definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe that or Wet Red 100, but
Mm-hmm.
TTM just has so much hard movement.
Alright, BlueBob's already out of SL. JJ's right behind him though. Well, not right behind him, but...
Two stars right behind him.
Yeah, SL is pretty quick stage. It's what, like, it's easily less than 2 minutes on 70. It's like a minute 40 something or something like that. Which is pretty quick for 4 stars, which isn't too bad.
Oh, for sure. It's a super quick stage. But no, I'm actually not sure like how good BlueBob is at closing things out. However, having such a lead into Tippy, like you you could of course mess up Tippy, but then again, JJ could also still mess up Tippy. So having this lead going into the last part of the run is really, really good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have that safety net.
And I feel like just knowing you can go inconsistent and don't have to be super fast in Tippy can help a lot. It's like really so much stress relief that you can just know you can play consistent over speed.
Right. And then just the fact that you're not stressed out can make you play better too.
Exactly. So,
it's a win-win.
so much easier to avoid dying, for example, which can so easily happen. Remember, right? Ooh, interesting castle movement angle for JJ. Taking a little bonk. Taking another bonk.
No.
Looking at the menu a little bit.
Oh lord.
Yeah, I can feel that. I really hope, if he doesn't win this race, I hope he can bounce back for the second one. Not that the tilt carries over.
Yeah.
Don't want to see that. Yeah, as BlueBob is almost done with HMC already, JJ is just about to enter. Massive lead.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but it's gonna be really tough for JJ to come back in this one. I mean, anything can happen. It's Mario, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I'm really careful with that as well, like making assumptions and stuff. But I don't know. I kind of trust BlueBob to play super well.
Right. Yeah, BlueBob's like the best of both worlds. He's good at he goes for fast strats and he's like super consistent at them. So it's really tough to come back on him with this.
Very nice star as well, just like that. This could still be a 49. Just I don't think we're gonna see such a good Tippy that it is a 49. So like a low 50 for BlueBob. Really good race time. If you can get that, of course. You. I don't know. Just knowing Tippy, you know, something's gonna happen.
Cyberscoff, I like your email. Start button. Cyber's rage. Oh man.
That can also easily happen. Maybe for Tabas to press start. Getting me mode. I'm sorry. Okay, a lucky to bounce for BlueBob. But doesn't get enough on the slope. We're barely having any time to press A there. Yeah, having to pick up with reds and it's going pretty well.
It's okay, in 70 you only have to do lack 2 bounce once. At least you have to do it twice.
But even messing it up once can be super stressful because he still has to get it. Well, he doesn't have to, but doing the backup movement is also not free in my opinion.
Right, yeah. The backup movement's pretty difficult.
So once you run out of stars and remember right and still not having done or gotten lucky to bounce, it's brutal.
This one's looking good.
Really good. Gets a little bit of a pole dance, but he's up there. Grabs it really low. I'm still trying to go for the walk. It's okay. This is so scary. Still making out there.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
Wow, you can see it on his face.
Yeah.
And he didn't fall down. I didn't think you were still gonna go for the wall hooks too after grabbing the pole so low. Sort of messing up your angle and stuff.
Right.
But he's safe on that at least. Just 2 more stars left. When JJ seems like okay. Just as little time as we were on his first attempt, but getting the A press, going up the slope. Seems like a first try. Lucky to bounce for JJ. Really nice.
Go for the safe ending. Don't blame him. Those wall kicks are not easy.
Oh, for sure. And after seeing BlueBob almost falling down, messing up his movement,
Yeah.
that was a good decision for JJ.
Okay, BlueBob finished up with Rainbow Ride.
This is really good. He had a pretty decent ramp right, just missed Racket bounce once. And I would say GC has the harder movement, just you don't easily die as easy in TTC as in Rainbow Ride.
Right. Yeah, in Rainbow Ride, it seems like if you make one mistake, it can lead to a death almost immediately. Where in TTC, there's at least a lot of obstacles you can fall on.
Exactly, but at least you're not as scared going into TTC, I think. That can help you a lot, not being nervous and not missing important inputs.
Right.
I don't know, maybe BlueBob sees that a little bit different, like that maybe Rainbow Ride is the easier one for him, but in terms of messing up. But yeah. TC100 definitely the big one though. So much movement and he's having such a clean beginning.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Very nice. Just overall super solid movement, no mistakes anywhere. I don't know what to say, that was good. That was the kind of TC100 you want.
Textbook TTC 100 right there.
So no. Getting better a little bit, but finishing Rainbow Ride as well. JJ on his way to TTC.
Oh, nice ending by BlueBob. Alright, so both of them are going for Toad before Bits.
I wonder if they're probably over the good. If they're gonna get the good movement, which is not that easy actually.
Yeah. Oh.
BlueBob is that a death knot? But he's still for wall kick, dude. He was ready for that. Wow.
That was awesome.
Actual knot, dude.
Oh man. Actual almond. That's
exactly what you need. Like, instead of dying, he was just ready to get that back out wall kick and get the back out movement as well.
Right. Yeah,
insane.
TTC's a lot more forgiving in that aspect.
And JJ has such a weird star, starting out with moving bars and then get a second star.
Yeah.
Like, you do never see that. You usually see TC100 and then all the moving stars after that. But
JJ going from bottom to up, it looks like.
As well.
I wonder if he'll go for roll into the cage next.
Ooh, that was a little bit scary. Like he was gonna bonk, just barely making it on that moving platform. Oh, can BlueBob back this up as well? Oh, he almost got it too. Like another well-timed jump, and he could have made a ground pound as a backup. But falls down again, and JJ slowly creeping up. He's still in a comfy position to take this, but if this keeps happening, JJ is right there.
Yeah. JJ is still 100 points behind, which takes around a minute or so.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I was inhaling because JJ, that angle was scary.
You're good. That was scary as hell. Oh my god.
That was really scary. Wow.
Okay. So JJ's got 100 and then reds left, and BlueBob just has reds after this time. So
still such a huge lead.
Yeah, still a big lead for BlueBob.
Just that TTM, dude, set him back so much.
Yeah, which is too bad. He was really in this race.
So sketchy. And the blue coin switch falls all the way down, and he's dead. I don't want to talk too soon, but it seems like that might actually still deal completely.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's the nail.
BlueBob has, yeah, he's in a really, really comfy position to take this easily.
That was such an unfortunate death. Oh my god.
Yeah, just that blue coin switch when you grab it like that is scary, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to fall down. I didn't get enough height as well.
That was so weird. Oh no. Alright.
Doesn't get up at all.
I just don't want JJ to be triggered.
Yeah, same. Especially like the next race is about to start and
Yeah, like, don't be
gotta
triggered.
be ready.
You got this. Oh!
Okay, what is going on, JJ?
That was
That's
pretty
fine.
sick. Oh my
That was
God.
pretty sick, but what, JJ? What are you doing? Okay,
Going for the swag.
a little bit early, but yeah, I think you can call this one GG.
Oh yeah. Unless BlueBob, like, I don't know, just shuts his TV off and goes for a walk for like 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh, JJ. And it's so hard to just leave that behind, those kind of mistakes, for another race right away.
Yeah.
BlueBob is easily getting through bits, no problem. Just throws left.
Making it look easy. Can still get a 50, given that he doesn't miss any throws.
After that tip, he like messing up like the bounce, failing a lot in TTC as well. So the first one and second one, and not the third one.
Oh no. We're 50.
51, it is. Is that it? Not it yet. Well, not too happy about that one. That should be it though. And there we go. Taking the win with a massive lead. GG once again.
GG's.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, JJ is not gonna finish that run.
Yeah, that's... I don't blame him.
After everything that happened. Oh, might as well just load up a different game here. Doesn't want to compete anymore. Yeah, understandable. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We probably need a little bit of a break. Just get themselves together.
Yeah, I would imagine he's loading a practice run.
But yeah, good run from BlueBob. Just small mistakes here and there, but a lot of good saves as well. Backups were on point.
Yeah, BlueBob was looking in good form that race. If he didn't have a bad fire C and didn't... he had some other big mistake, and I can't remember. Was it just Worms?
He died somewhere, I don't remember where. Did he die somewhere?
I don't know. Somehow
Or
he
was
was
it
way
just-
behind.
Yeah, I remember too. Like, it was definitely a fire C, most of it. Oh yeah, SSL, right. He died in SSL. Took Lilith.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, JJ.
Okay, there we go, yeah. Practicing Mountain Club. I can see that, considering how much trouble JJ had.
I'm gonna grab something to eat real quick, since I haven't eaten since lunch. I'll be
Good
back.
call. So,
I'll be back soon.
And it's all thanks
gotta
to
grab
you.
that snack.
Thank you, Mom.
Alright, I'll just try to
We have to do
talk
something
about whatever.
special.
As you get some time, might as well also grab a snack. Because there's still at least one more race to go. BlueBob needs, or JJ, they both need two
Listen,
wins,
everybody.
two race
Let's
wins
make a
in order to
delicious
take the match.
For Mario.
It's gonna be interesting to see if JJ is able to bounce back, or if this is gonna be a sweep from BlueBob's side.
Mario.
I might as well take the little break to take a sip of water, stay hydrated. And yeah. Just gotta wait until both runners are ready.
Okay.
And the boy is back.
With some cold pizza.
Oh, dude, my favorite.
I love cold pizza.
Now, cold pizza is actually not bad at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a microwave. But
Oh, that's kind of a rip. But either way.
I have a toaster oven, but I'm too lazy to heat it up. What pizza topping? I got some chicken on here and grilled onions.
Dude, it's so late for me, but now I'm hungry.
I'm sorry.
It's like 11 p.m. Rip. Fierce EU, man. Alright, and it seems like we're already off for the second race now. That was quite quick. Quick break. And I don't know, talking as well, like from my experience in my race against Benji, I just, instead of practicing, I just took the time off to breathe. Because, like, resetting your mentality and staying on point is really, really important. As speedrunning is like such a mental game. You gotta keep the flow going.
Yeah, I would try to meditate in the 5 minutes that I have, you know, clear my mind.
Exactly, it's really, really smart. Just gotta tell yourself to keep going no matter what. Otherwise, you might as well just get tilted again, and then it's kind of GG. It's hard to bounce back once you're already tilted.
Yeah, mentality is the biggest thing in races. I mean, obviously, it's important that you're good, but...
Yeah, I think just in speedrunning overall, mentality is so important.
Yeah.
And BlueBob this time with a lucky to skip fail. Losing like 7 seconds if he gets good back up here, just a dive. There we go.
JJ on world record pace.
He might actually do it. Not even 1 star in, but I believe in the boy.
Okay, he's not on world record pace anymore. He's not going for Alice, right?
But it looks like, ooh, with the medium bomb, bombs up as well.
Okay. Well done.
A little bit less speed, but he's good. BlueBob on the other end, big bomb, saving a little bit of time. But yeah, lucky skip, missing lucky to skip is just such a time loss. Waiting for Lucky to get there and talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants that.
It's about 8 seconds or so, I believe.
Yeah, I always think like that as well, like 8 seconds sounds about right.
Yeah, I used to think it was 10, but then I was told that it wasn't that much. And I was like, oh.
We're also missing the entrance to slide. They still like that beginning for JJ is also a little bit awkward. I don't think anyone else does that. No, everyone always goes straight like BlueBob. It's like running a 0.6, really, really good slide time.
That was good.
And a 0.7 for BlueBob.
Yeah, I find the hardest part about the slide is just entering aiming. I bonk more times than I actually.
Oh, for sure. I know how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Bonk eyes. And also like turning around in the beginning can be a struggle sometimes as well, but you can back that up.
Right.
Either way, though, warms again. Most resets happen here, and JJ opting for that. Owl is first again. Gets it again. 2 out of 2. No mistakes here. BlueBob failed it in his last race. Let's see. Seems like he's on good pace to make this cycle again, though. Going all the way, but revs the world blue star as he falls down. I mean, at least he still didn't have that star so far, so he didn't collect the blue star instead.
Right.
Wow, that's looking very good for JJ at the moment. Yeah, JJ going in a little bit safer, but also falling down. Not as bad as BlueBob though, but gonna make this back up. Ooh, barely makes it on there. Have to wait a long time. BlueBob going in a little bit safer now.
Yeah, JJ made a mistake. Oh no, the blue coin too.
Wow.
Yeah, he made that.
Oh, it doesn't not grabbing that one as a backup that fast.
Oh, that was a nifty quick double jump. Oh, wow, look at how synced they are.
Yeah, one of they actually almost synced now because Wild Blue is almost as fast as Owlus. Owlus is a little bit longer, and JJ already has gotten Owlus, and BlueBob got Wild Blue, so
Right.
they're really close now. And we'll see once the stars sync up.
Yeah, I think Wild Blue is like 2 or 3 seconds faster than Owlus. I think.
Something like that, yeah. Around 2
4
seconds.
seconds. I don't know.
It's like a 9-second Wild Blue and 11 something Owlus. So around 2, I would say. If you compare the best times, of course. Like, that's not always the case. Wild Blue, I'm missing that wall kick. Close. Gets it this time though, no struggle on Owlus. JJ gets cannonless full setup. Now again, if BlueBob goes for Texas server, I hope he doesn't decide to do that, but last race he was pretty stubborn. Going for Texas server all the way.
Yeah, I wonder what he'll go for. He'll probably go for it.
I can see that as well. And he does. It's really hard to see what he lines Mara's hand with, but that was good. Gets the first try. Like, I think on streams, you can usually not see it as well as on a CRT.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, can't really explain it all. But yeah, you want to align Mara's hand sort of with a texture on the bridge.
Yeah, one good way to know where you're supposed to line it up is by doing the normal setup. Like with the backflip and stuff, and then just carefully watching like where Mario ledge grabs when you walk straight down.
For sure. No. Blew up. Sliding off the Womp, sorry. But
oh, no worries. I was just gonna say.
Taking quite a comfy lead now.
Oh yeah.
Because honestly, it's kind of weird how this is so close after all these mistakes. It looked like BlueBobs were worse because they grabbed the Wild Blue Star on 100 coins, but JJ also had so many issues on 100 coins.
Yeah, I've heard that grabbing Wild Blue when you're going for 100 actually doesn't even lose that much time. Like it loses, I'm not sure if this is actually accurate, but I've heard it loses either a round or less time than missing Cannonless and getting Wild Blue.
Oh damn.
But I'm not sure. That might
I was
be
actually guessing it would be around like 10 seconds maybe. But yeah, it could also be the case. But this is much closer out of Worms than last race. BlueBob right behind him now.
Right. Yeah, let's see how close these guys can keep it. Let's see if Dark rolls a little nicer.
Wait, again, it looked like BlueBob with cleaner castle movement just catching up. Now it's barely, almost tied. Wow. Ooh, we're missing that long jump. I think it's actually tight now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so close.
I love moments like
Sync.
this. Like where, like you just see time save and you like almost don't even realize that you're seeing it.
Wow. I know, right? And just like that, Blue was in the lead because he got the ground pound.
Yep. Yeah. So that's how much time right there you lose.
Oh boy. Just like that. small time losses matter as well, as you can see. Again, I love seeing that every single time. This game is so optimized and it just shows tiny little movement flops and just lose the lead just like that. And yeah, I guess we didn't really mention it before, but that PvE difference is actually quite huge. I just remembered. Like, BlueBob has a mid 48 and JJ a low 49.
Yeah.
And I think the jump from 49 to 48 is not too free. So a lot you have to work on to actually be that consistent.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, now this is still super close. I think what shows most, if you like want to get to that kind of level of PBs, is that your late game is a lot more consistent than the people that only have a 49. Like, not really only, it's still hard to get a 49, but yeah.
Nah, I hear you.
But both starting out really well on that Dark World.
Yeah, they're both looking good.
Should be the Chic cycle. I think JJ always goes for a Poverty Chic and BlueBob takes a massive turn. Still getting that no problem.
Yeah, they're both hitting the same cycle. Both getting good endings. Okay, JJ looks like he's not gonna die this time, which is good. Yeah,
For sure. Didn't want to see that again.
JJ actually saving a little bit of time over BlueBob because BlueBob didn't get the double first seats, but then JJ went for the side flip ending.
And yeah, the side flip is actually faster if you don't get the double firsties. So
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I never realized that.
Exactly. Maybe you want to go for the more consistent strat, but missing Rosa's tail there. I think that's honestly overall what I was also gonna say is that considering JJ died so early, especially in Dark World, so late in Dark World, bounced back really, really well until the end.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was playing really well considering that big mistake he made.
And now this is like not even close to the kind of lead BlueBob had out of Dark World in the last race.
Okay, let's see how both runners do sky jump.
BlueBob looking good. Alright, and a nice triple jump as well.
Yeah, JJ also getting a good wing cap grab.
And a good triple jump too. Very nice.
Rolled out on the island, but I gotta get back up. Didn't hardly lose any time.
Now again into CCM. So we're probably gonna see the same routes again. So CCM 17 for BlueBob and CCM 18 for JJ. I'm just hoping that the Penguin won't mess up JJ at all. It's the biggest Varu, CCM 18.
I believe it.
Small juice coming out on BlueBob's side against from the little Penguin.
Yeah, that little penguin's slippery.
Yeah, dude. It's causes a lot of trouble for me as well. Sometimes you don't want to get grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I guess kind of interesting, like JJ starting out with slide right away this time and doesn't do the little penguin first.
I actually do that sometimes. I like to start with just get out of the way, and then just do the last 2 stars later.
Yeah. I like to go, like, what I always tell myself is go for what I consider the hardest star first, which would be in this case the walking school arc. They're both getting in pretty nicely as well.
Yeah, JJ going for the safer strat. The safer pro strat, I guess.
Yeah, you can actually mash A, right, for the wall kick, so...
Yeah, I have no idea actually. I've never gone for that.
Yeah, I've heard Benji, I think, likes to mash for that. So makes it maybe a little bit more consistent and no risk of dying on the wall kick.
That makes sense.
Okay, nice jump from BlueBob. That is the hardest jump in the slide, where you can easily miss coins. He can miss one, so that's not too bad. He just missed 1 coin now. As long as he gets every single one now, he doesn't have to get any backup coins.
And even if he does have to get a backup coin, it's not that big of a time loss.
Yeah, if JJ misses a coin on the other hand, he grabs the tree.
It's a huge
Like-
time loss.
Exactly, because he either has to back it up with CCM Reds, or redo the Penguin race, which takes forever.
Yeah. Oh no.
Misses the rollout. Takes a huge dive.
Yeah, he was trying to he was trying to clip on the very edge so that he could dive when he lands at the bottom, but he just overshot it just a little bit, which is a really common mistake when going for that strat.
And also grabbing the safety red afterwards, just to make sure you can lose a few more coins, like 3 instead of just 1. Very good decision.
One interesting thing that I didn't really realize until I started speedrunning this game is that when you do get stuck in the snow or something, or stuck in sand from diving from too far, is that if you tap A, you can get out of the sand quicker than if you just not tap it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I like to mash
Fun.
just to get out.
Yeah, same.
And looks like JJ no issues on the slide, just has to grab this turn up. Wow, the penguin is so far
Wow.
back and he's
Yeah, look
so
at
much lag. JJ with that camera. At least he saw. What's good about that camera is that you saw how far the penguin is. Like, because with the less lag, the camera where you get less lag, you don't see how long the penguin still takes to finish the race. So sometimes you just get pushed off as you grab the star. So I guess that's something good about JJ's camera, that can see the penguin.
Yeah, it's definitely way safer and it's way comfier. It's nice.
I've already done with BBH. There's not really too much going on in BBH. Just you can really only fall down on the balcony. It's like the biggest mistake that can happen.
Yeah, and it is quite the big mistake. Especially if you don't kill the boob, because then he respawns with full health, and you have to kill him again.
That's very annoying. Definitely also sort of quite a big trigger if you actually fall down.
Yeah, you lose like 30 seconds or so on one of the easiest stages in the game, or in the route.
So easily though. Now again, blew up with that double pillarless. He did die once in his last race, so can he do it this time without dying? Because I think if he dies, JJ might be back. Actually taking the lead.
Yeah, once Bob does secrets, their routes will be synced up again. And last time he went for secrets first, so...
That's the first miss. One backup star gone. Yeah, good decision going for the top of the pyramid star first. Since he had like so much time left. You can back it up with the tail as well, but it takes a little longer to get on top of the pyramid. That's usually what runners bop him to get the star as a backup. But yeah, BlueBob was too early, and now on his second attempt. Get this time, big bomb, the regrab. Gets the first double jump, just has to get in there now.
Nice.
Very nice.
Looking good.
So it looks like that BlueBob is around one top of the pyramid star ahead, shining atop the pyramid. Maybe a little bit more, but yeah, this is super close.
Yeah, it's like 20 seconds or so. Oh wow, yeah, they're really close.
I'd actually guess like 50. Yeah, it sounds about right actually. Like level entering isn't too fast.
Yeah.
Now both on pillarless, grabbing the big bomb too. Good for BlueBob. Doesn't die this time. He's up there. It's not done yet though. That angle's sketchy.
Yeah, BlueBob actually went for faster strats, but at worse execution. So JJ didn't even lose that much time on that strat. On that star.
Yeah, it was going in really well until the very end.
Yeah, yeah, the ending is... It's actually so difficult around pound sometimes, because you have to like, do it on the same frame or something. I don't really understand.
Yeah, I think it was the same frame as well, like A and Z, otherwise you don't get a ground pound. And then also the angle that BlueBob had was just not good at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a good angle and you gotta be at the right height on the wall.
And yeah, so 18-13 for BlueBob. That is a decent SSL time for sure. You don't see too many 17s in SSL.
No.
In races at least. So around 23 seconds behind BlueBob now. JJsrl on this. And yeah, last race it was this close because BlueBob died on pillarless, and now I feel like JJ is holding up a lot better because he didn't make any massive mistakes this time before SSL.
Yeah, this is a much better race from both runners.
Exactly.
They're both looking
a lot better.
Uh-oh. Oh, get that going. JJ missed clipping the top of the fence there, but Miniature ground pounder on top of the star. Get the bullseye.
Ooh, wow, BlueBob keeps ledge grabbing on that flame shooter.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Right, so JJ goes for wing cap star and then an elevator star. Interesting.
Completely different from what BlueBob does. BlueBob decides to get the bully start out of the way first.
Yeah, I do what BlueBob does. At least to start. I go for bullies first, usually.
And I like to do reds, and then the log star, and then lava boost, and then bullies, and then volcanoes. Like, it's also all over the place. Everyone does it different.
See, I usually go for the volcano stars last. For some reason.
I used to do that in the beginning as well, but with Pro Boost, I feel like I want to do it as early as possible to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Wow, BlueBob was really close to the edge there, but still makes it happen without falling down.
Alright, JJ, let's see if we can get the ground pound. Yep, well done.
Really nice. A little bit better than BlueBob, but BlueBob this time didn't get bullied as well, so not bad at all.
BlueBob going for the last volcano star, and then he's got the 2 quick ones. Where I have no idea what JJ has left. He has the big bully. He's got
I think reds and then
and elevator.
also volcano.
So he literally, I always group the LOL stage stars into like 3 groups of 2 stars, like the bully stars and the volcano stars, and then the 2 other stars.
Oh, same, because it's
never-
like all of that is the same kind of movement for.
Exactly, and I never do 1 star from a group and then do another star from another before finishing. I don't know. Where JJ does like 1 from each group and then goes back and does the other 1 from each group.
It's like completely different.
Yeah,
the
that's
categorization that actually makes a lot of sense. But yeah, as I said, I like to just get a lava boost in there just for the pro boost after doing wing cap and reds, like pro boost in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, BlueBob.
Not getting a double jump, single jumping.
And the kick. I didn't really account for that, not having enough speed for a double jump.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and JJ missing that rollout.
That's a
Didn't
trigger.
look too bad, honestly.
Oh, that's a trigger. I hate hitting that.
The biggest trigger. And oh, so much. So much went wrong there. Now he has to be really careful. Can't take any more burns. Alright, nice. Looking good. There we go.
Alright, BlueBob enters a DDD at just under 13 seconds. JJ, I'm sure, will be about 20 or so seconds behind. Maybe a little more.
It's looking like 30, 35 maybe. It's not too bad.
Yeah, still anyone's race. Only haven't even gotten a fire seat yet. And if BlueBob has another fire seat like he had last, JJ can easily come back.
I think, yeah, JJ's actually a little bit closer this time. Even though, like, BlueBob plays a lot more solid overall. So yeah, they're both having a great race still. They're going in. And with swimming, I don't know, there's not really much to talk about in swimming. It's like, usually people go a little bit safer on the chest like JJ does, but that's really it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't miss a swim, you're fine, I would say. The thing is, swim kills all your speed. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, BlueBob going for a back sub again. Don't blame him. Much comfier.
I'm actually not sure if he does the front sub and runs, but I assume so. But he goes for a few more harder strides and runs.
Yeah, I have no idea actually.
Yeah, just one more Sun DD left, and then he's into Fire Sea again, where he had a lot of trouble in the last race. Ooh, with JJ missing that swim, that's what I was talking about. But you can recover so fast from that. Also taking the comfy backs up. Let's move up. No meta trolls here.
Oh, JJ getting done for the lag.
Alright, that actually, I think JJ goes into Fire State again before getting the Manta Star. So we're gonna almost have a sync, fake sync.
It's so weird that he does that.
Yeah, don't see that too often nowadays. I think it was a lot more common back in the day. I saw a lot of people liking to do Fire State first, but... Ooh, okay, nice backup for BlueBob, missing that long jump again, the double jump, wall kick. Ooh, and he's so close to the elevator, okay, he's still gonna grab the red. Finicky.
So a little bit of a difference between the routes. BlueBob going for the double wall kicks, for JJ going for the burn before that fourth red.
But both on that lava boost, early at least cycle.
Yeah, both getting it easy.
Making it happen, hot Fire State for both.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is always kind of hot, but this is extra. And oh, okay, BlueBob getting burned.
It was going so well for both. That was an interesting ending for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit homemade movement for JJ. As BlueBob has to back it up, but not too bad. Like that was a much better backup than in the last race, where BlueBob got completely destroyed, but also missing the wall kick. Again,
It's
nice backup though.
It's crazy how much time you can lose just on the ending. Like, BlueBob had an absolutely perfect fire stance again, and then he ended up losing like 5-10 seconds to JJ.
And just because of that ending too.
Right. Like, he was so close to the end. He got 7 reds and then messed up. And it's just so unforgivable.
So yeah, JJ winning the fires he wore, but BlueBob's still in a good position.
Yeah, JJ with the fake lead again.
At least this time we knew JJ was gonna skip the Manta Star, whereas last race we were maybe a little bit confused.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why he does that. He might just do it for races. I would really be surprised if he did it for runs, but you never know.
That was a weird approach, but that makes it happen. Okay. Yeah, BlueBob is still like a low 26 fire state that was. Pretty solid fire state time. And now it looks like around 30-40 seconds behind. The comfy lead, but yeah, this is still not super free for BlueBob. Gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
Ooh, and those coins just kind of played into his hands.
Yeah, that was nice. And that Skeeter was in a pretty good spot.
That was the godlike Skeeter RNG. Well, almost godlike, but it was very good.
I JJsrl 100 treating BlueBob real nice right now.
And still can miss that one coin as well. Yeah, JJ again starting out with that elevator star.
Let's see if he can have a bit of a better one than last time. Last time he polished one time. Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
nice.
Yeah, it looks like that first race was for both just a warm-up race. And now they're like playing so much more consistent.
That RNG. Really nice.
Can't even skip out on that one coin. Still has enough. Breakout with 100.
JJ getting his 100 started.
Ooh, a little bit of awkward movement, but yeah, ground pound's a little bit too early there.
Okay.
But also the Skeeter RNG was so generous for JJ as well.
Mm-hmm.
Though Skeeter's just chilling around the blue coins, which is kind of what we love to see.
I don't know how he missed that coin. It looked like he went right through it.
Just, to me it looked like it felt slightly behind him,
Oh, really?
sort of. It was still weird. I think he was still in range to grab it, but yeah. Just barely missing that one coin. I'm gotta be careful again on the Shakya. Oh, that one coin doesn't want to get grabbed, and
Oh.
okay. I mean, at least you can miss a few coins here now, because you can get a 3 coin box at the end as a backup. Okay, okay, JJ. I was scared he was gonna fall down there with that angle. Yeah, gets the backup box. Not too bad. Yeah, this withdrawal out for BlueBob is just perfect. Not making any mistakes. Obviously not going for the super fastest strats everywhere, but I think at this point it's safe to say that consistency matters a lot more than the fastest strats. That's how you win races. In the current meta, if you want to call it that. The consistency over speed. Unless you're consistent at being really fast, then that's a different story. But that's just a million times harder, I feel like.
Yeah, it's really crazy how top level play as consistent as they are, considering the strats they do.
Oh, for sure. And then, like, I don't blame people opting out of strats like BlueBob, for example, not bothering with the triple jump walk kick and more dry wall.
Oh, of course, yeah. It only saves 1 second or 2. Sorry, dude.
I think it's a bit more for the elevator star, but definitely like doesn't save as much for the top of the town one.
Oh, right.
Now, already having really clean secrets, BlueBob is like just not even like capitalizing on anything, but he's playing super solid. Like compared to no mistakes on JJ's side, really. He's not too many big ones. Well, let's talk too soon. That was almost really good TJ secrets, but now it's getting to him. Choking too much.
No, backing this up.
Please, what are you doing? Okay, that actually worked. What?
Yeah, backing that up is actually so difficult. I don't know how he didn't butt slide down that.
Yeah, I don't. He like landed on the side of the slope, and usually if you do that, you just, at least on those kind of slopes, I usually see people sliding down if you approach it with that angle.
Yeah, that was really lucky. Oh, I was very skillful, excuse me.
DJ definitely knew what was gonna happen, even with that weird angle.
Mm-hmm. Calculated.
All planned. Yeah, probably gonna fake us out again, not bothering with the mountain clip here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, BlueBob's upstairs so far is insanely good.
Yeah, BlueBob's really playing well. Not giving not giving JJ any room to breathe.
Not at all. Just insane. Yeah, also extending his lead by just playing solid. So. Obviously JJ did have quite some spaghetti at the end of TJ Secrets, but that was not that bad at all.
Right.
Went the first hit for BlueBob. He reacted to that really nicely as well. Like, usually it can mess up your spacing for the triple jump, but dude. And also the backup wall kick at the end.
Alright, JJ joining BlueBob and TTM. Monk-ass.
But BlueBob already finishing his first lock walking and about to finish his second one. And just to answer the question in chat, they're both doing the same route from here on out. They did a different route before and BlueBob. Can he back this up? He can. Almost though. But yeah, they did have a route difference earlier. But yeah, now it's the same route until the very end.
Mm.
And yeah, now JJ is... Hopefully that practice in between races helped out for Mountain Clip. So he can get this far. Gets the low poke kick as well.
Nice. Skipping the ledge? Or
And
skipping
oh, this time BlueBob, I think JJ like some sort of voodoo magic. Converting his fails onto BlueBob for this race.
Yeah. We're at to get the mods to check that out. Make sure it's legit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like cheating or not. No idea.
I still can't get over JJ's. Oh wait, what? He wasn't feeling confident in that, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, did get the first one, so might as well just roll with that and not bother with the second one.
Yeah, play it. It's much better to play it safe and comfy and then go for it and fall and drop
Exactly.
spaghetti.
Okay, now BlueBob in there. Just gonna warp up. A lot better of approach this time. Before, when he fell down on the other one, who was having a weird long jump angle for that.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Finally grabs his second mountain star. And still, even with that with those mistakes, JJ is still so far behind.
Right.
When going for the side flip again, can he grab this red this time? And very nice.
That was a nice ending.
Ooh, BlueBob trying for breezes again. I guess at this time he didn't get it first race, but Niaz is. Wow, that was the most unenthusiastic dab I've ever seen.
You're nuts, Bob. You're nuts.
Wow. But yeah, good stuff to BlueBob nailing that breezes. But I like to consider that the hardest trick in 70 star. The most inconsistent trick, I feel like.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. It is pretty difficult.
You just kind of pray for, like, to get it. Okay, JJ. Interesting adjustment. Wow. Okay.
That was scary.
Almost got grabbed by the chucky, it looked like. Yeah, 2 stars behind. Oh. It's looking similar to last race actually now. The lead is quite big.
Yeah. Yeah, BlueBob's had a really solid upstairs.
Ooh, JJ now. The mistakes coming out. And these add up as well. And the mistakes coming out from BlueBob as well. Taking his head a little bit.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah, usually you have the kind of angle where you can just hold straight and do jump dives. And then you wouldn't grab the tree, but I guess BlueBob messed up the camera a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was an interesting, speaking of camera, that was an interesting camera coming up from JJ.
It was, yeah. Oh, BlueBob. The double jump kick. Nuts.
The nutty strats. First pre-system than that. Let's go.
BlueBob popping off.
He's definitely looking very poured up right now. Look in his face.
He's looking determined.
Oh wow, JJ, yeah. That ground pound is hard to hit, hard to land. Hard. Might as well, like, I like to call it the hardest ground pound to actually time, because you barely see the box.
Yeah, it is really difficult. And it's hard to know, like, if you're too far right or too far left.
Yeah, because, like, the sliding, I don't know, whenever you jump off, it's just so weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Little
dude.
star.
He messed up, I think, an input. He just didn't hit A and just dove instead.
Chilling with the bully a little bit longer than you want, honestly.
Yeah, the
Like,
bully
he's gonna
is
join
not very
BlueBob
chill.
now. And he's gonna join BlueBob in HMC now. Nice. First star for BlueBob. No mistakes on the full box jump. Well, nice custom movement from JJ this time. I remember he bonked twice going to HMC. They both start up, powered up, but the difference is still the same. League difference. Oh, the Christmas miracle. Just gonna land a
Let's
very
see.
well-timed triple jump.
And nailed.
He's good. It's so weird, dude. Like, if you, for whatever reason, if you side flip wall kick, you have to back it up with a ground pound. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But when you get the triple jump, like the most height out of a triple jump, then it works.
Right. Yeah, so
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I've gotten it without a ground pound on the side foot, but
It's still hard to back it up like that.
yeah, I usually ground pound though.
And I also gotta make sure to get the most height out of your turbo jump wall kick as well. If you're just a little bit too low, sometimes it won't work as well.
Yeah, it's a really interesting strat. I wonder like what unit the game looks for.
Pretty much, and you can like, if you miss it, you have to do a double jump, like sort of highest double jump possible on the land.
Right.
Jump backwards, and that for some reason works compared to
Yeah,
how
like-
you fall after that wall kick.
Like, what's the common thing at strats? I don't understand. Like, how do they all make it work?
It's a weird trick.
And I've even seen someone who was like playing the game casually jump like from the side, like literally jump from, just do a single jump, like where you would normally do the double jump back up, and he just like jumped on the switch because he didn't know what to do with it because he had never played it before, and he actually activated it just by single jumping onto the switch into the water.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a really random. It depends on the quarter frame you land on the switch. Oh god.
Damn.
My head hurts.
Just like reading out quarter frame.
Yeah, just reading the word quarter frame.
Well, we had that interesting topic about Chris and Melko. BlueBob was actually on the same pace, like 48 out of HMC if he played perfect, and that's definitely a low 49 for him if he plays consistent and gets lucky bounce this time first try.
Yeah, he's looking good.
So much better than in the first race.
Yeah, he's killing it. BlueBob is in full stride right now.
It looks like he's just in. Knows what he has to do. Yeah, JJ following up now. Finally finished up HMC. I feel like after nailing actor bounce, you always start a safe. Ooh. Well, not safe from that, but you feel a lot safer. That was a very good backup attempt, unfortunately not getting up there. Gets it with the long jump. But you always feel a little bit safer after nailing actor bounce. It's like stress reliever.
Definitely.
That trick.
Yeah, Black and 2 bounce is by far the most annoying stuff. Wow. Or in this category.
Ooh, JJ getting the side flip now. Just gonna do reds, of course. Best backup for the star. If you fall down on like how the bounce that is.
Okay. Bob going for tricky triangles.
BlueBob speed is a 48.30, I think. Something 48.30 something, I believe, or maybe 20.
I'm not sure.
Something like that. Definitely a mid 48 though. Eden's showing. He's playing super consistent this race. No room for JJ to catch up. But JJ also getting his icon bounce. Second try.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, JJ was really far to the left. I'm surprised that actually worked.
So tricky triangles and swinging the breeze difference in between these two.
It's not impossible.
Oh, definitely not. But considering, like, BlueBob did have a lot of trouble in TC last race. However, he did also have the backups back. But yeah, again, was a really nice CS100 beginning.
Yeah, it's looking good so far. Messing up the speed kick. It's okay. Okay, JJ going for swinging in the breeze. He gets it.
With it. The down G. JJ finally out there and run right and blew up. A little bit of struggle on TC100, but yeah, he was ready for it. Just grabbing those turret coins. Because you cannot, if you don't grab any safe turret, you cannot really lose any coin on this route.
Yeah.
So he did have to go back for that. And ooh, that was horrible RNG, but at least it was at the end, so the coins couldn't really go anywhere.
JJ going for the quick side flip triple jump.
Wow, that womp took forever to jump down. And it messed up BlueBob so much.
That's a trigger.
So many triggers. And another one right away. Yeah, BlueBob definitely not happy about that.
That ending can be
All
really
of them.
bad. You have a perfect TTC 100 and you get to the end. So,
JJ with that weird, with that really weird starter again. Moving barrels, get a hand. I mean, it's just preference at this point, but it's something you don't see that often.
yeah, it's
Well-
one cool thing about TTC is you can get any star on any, in like any order you want. None of the stars are dependent on which star you select in the beginning.
Pretty much, you don't have to. For example, in Worms, I guess, to explain that, you have to do Worm King in order to spawn the tower.
Right.
So you don't have that in TBC at all. You just gotta make sure to enter at the right time.
hmm Yeah, which star you do depends on which time you enter the stage. It doesn't matter which star you select.
So that's also still like kinda in your hand what time you enter. But also gotta really be careful to not enter at the wrong time. It can mess up everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had it before where I think I enter it fast, but it completely throws everything off.
Yeah, and you don't want a fast moving for like TTC 100, for example. Since JJ already has like all his moving starts out of the way, but still has TTC 100 left and reds.
I'm pretty sure Saxel did. He did a TTC 100 with moving in the race I commentated before. It was pretty nuts. And it didn't even look that bad. It was actually insane.
That sounds really scary.
it was so cool. I had never seen it before. Shout out to Saxon.
Framework master.
Sax whale.
JJ's going so. I don't know if I would call it safe, but sloppy, more like it, like messing up weird movement.
Yeah.
But yeah, also grabbing the safety red, so he can spare 2 coins. Doesn't have to go for perfect RNG here. And he already won, like, doesn't need to go for that. It's kind of the plus point for grabbing that safety red.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's still got reds left after this, and Blue was already done with TTC 100, with TTC. That's all.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. This Tippy was just insanely good for BlueBob.
Yeah, BlueBob's still on 49 pace, which is pretty nuts.
That's not in JJ's favor. Canceling that lecture out. Ooh, and the nice castle movement. Hey.
Nice.
Showing its worth to do TCC 69. And he's in there. Match point for BlueBob actually. Okay, GG. Almost done. But yeah, match point for BlueBob. Just has to nail bits and throws. A fall would tie up the game almost. So gotta be really careful that it
No.
I was just talking about it. Wow. But yeah, he's still in this. Quite the lead.
Yeah, he still has a healthy lead.
JJ still has to grab the toad. I was actually like thinking about a fall at the end. Now that I said it, I hope I did not jinx anymore. Oh
Oh,
my god, okay, BlueBob, calm down.
it would be a shame if BlueBob fell right before entering the fight.
You really want that third race, I feel like.
That happened in one race I was commentating too. Someone like died right before entering. Oh yeah, that was when Benji was racing Cheese. Cheese died right before at the end of bits, and Benji ended up winning.
Man.
It was nuts.
Boy, Benji. Kicking out Cheese. But this is looking like BlueBob is kicking out JJ into second place. Just
He
3
didn't die.
doors left. Even after death and bits, dude.
Alright, this is it. For the gold medal. For all the marbles.
This one.
Just
That
two
is the
throws
ball.
away
It's
from
Bowser.
being the unanimous,
That is still 2.
undefeated Division 2 Grand Finals. Hello, Grand.
And now JJ's in the pipe, so BlueBob's still sorta comfy, but it's getting closer.
This is actually scary as hell.
And that is it. BlueBob gets the gold medal in Division 2. The 70-star League Division 2 is over. BlueBob with the clean sweep.
GG to BlueBob.
But also GG to JJ closing in at the end like so well. It's only like a 10-second
Yeah,
difference.
that was a
bit
great
more than
race.
10 seconds, but still.
GG.
Like one more throw and this would have almost been like tied. Almost. One more missed throw on BlueBob's end.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Great bits from JJ for sure.
Yeah, JJ was determined to come back, but just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, BlueBob did lose games in the regular season, but that doesn't matter. He made it through the bracket without missing one match. There we go. BlueBob is your first place, JJ second, Drogi on third place, and Pete fourth.
Damn.
Amazing.
GG's to all the runners who participated.
Good stuff.
Division
And
2.
yeah, big shoutouts to every single runner. Like actually, keep him playing. Like it's supposed to what 2 months, 3 months, almost 3 months of doing races every week. So big props to every runner who hung in there. Who won Division 1? That is not decided yet. That will be decided tomorrow. It's JJsrl against Punkation in the best of 3. And then bronze match Division 1 is gonna be Benji versus Paracusia. I think it's gonna be really exciting as well.
Yeah, good races.
But yeah, once again, good stuff to every single runner. Good stuff to BlueBob getting that gold medal. Give these guys a follow. Give Yale a follow.
Hey.
Thank you for commentating with me, my dude.
Yeah, dude, it was fun.
The matches, like Tippy. A lot of Tippy stuff happened, for sure.
Yeah, Tippy was Tippy, that's for sure.
Tippy was Tippy, as always. And yeah, that is it for SM64 for today. As I said, tomorrow is gonna be Division 1 finals. And Celeste Grand Finals are in 1 hour as well. And the bronze match as well, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was it. 70-star Division 2. Then do whatever and yell.
Adios. Have a good night, y'all.